FortiManager key concepts. So we're going to be going over the key features of the FortiManager system. And we're going to start with the security fabric. So FortiManager can recognize a security fabric group of devices and display all units in the group on the device manager pane. And you can manage the units in the security fabric group as if they were a single device. You can also display the security fabric topology and view security fabric ratings. Your FortiManager units records and maintains the history of all the configuration changes made over time. Revisions can be scheduled for deployment or roll back to a previous configuration when needed. FortiManager can centrally manage the configuration of multiple devices from a single console. Configurations can then be built in a central repository and deployed to multiple devices when required. FortiManager can segregate management of large deployments by grouping devices into geographic or functional ADOMs. And administrator accounts can be tied to one or more ADOMs or denied access to a specific ADOMs. When a particular administrator logs in, they see only those devices or VDOMs that have been enabled for their account. And of course, the super admin administrator accounts, such as the admin account, can see and maintain all ADOMs and the devices within them. And so a FortiGate device can use FortiManager unit for antivirus, intrusion prevention, web filtering, and email filtering to optimize performance of rating lookups and definition and signature downloads as well. FortiManager can centrally manage firmware images and schedule managed devices for upgrade using the firmware templates. And for scripting, FortiManager supports CLI or TCL based scripts to simplify configuration of deployments, and we're going to be setting up a firmware template, and also we're going to be running some scripts to see how that works. For logging and reporting, FortiManager can also be used to log traffic from managed devices and generate structured query language, SQL for short, based reports. FortiManager also integrates FortiAnalyzer logging and reporting features, but that needs to be enabled. The management tasks for devices in Fortinet security infrastructure follow a typical lifecycle: deployment, monitoring, maintenance, and upgrading. During deployment, an administrator completes configuration of the Fortinet devices in their network after initial installation. Monitoring, the administrator monitors the status and health of devices in the security infrastructure, including resource monitoring and network usage. External threats to your network infrastructure can be monitored and alerts generated to advise. During maintenance, the administrator performs configuration updates as needed to keep devices up to date. And during upgrading, virus definitions, attack and data leak prevention signatures, web and email filtering devices, and device firmware images are all kept current to provide continuous protection for devices in the security infrastructure.